meeting new people, and the kind of jobs we got. We came home from one Braco event, and the phone just always seems to blow up afterwards, and people don't even know how they heard of us, but they're calling us. And we landed. We got home from, I think it was the San Diego, Portland. They kind of, I have a hard time keeping the cities apart. But we got home from one of the gazing. We got a call to do the Emmy Awards, the Academy Awards, the People's Choice, the Critics' Choice. And we're still a relatively young company, but these clients come out of the woodwork. We don't know how they find us, and so it always seems to be the big. If I could put a chart on it, every time we come home from a Braco event, we get this amazing peak in phone call, and things happen.
So life is not just about a bodily healing. It's also about being able to move on with your career.
It's about intention. It's the intention you bring. It's what you bring into the room, and what you bring with it.
Were you a spiritual person prior to this, or did you contemplate spiritual components of life?
I have had my own life experiences prior to Braco to say, yeah, I would call myself spiritual. It's more of internally. It's hard to define with any, firm. I have my own religious beliefs, but they're my own. Right. And my biggest belief is the belief that everyone can have their own beliefs. And I absolutely love the Braco experience. Being here on Braco and being involved in the live stream has just been amazing.
And it doesn't interfere with any of your personal beliefs. That's what they're saying. No dogma, no overlap.
Not at all. No, this is it. Everyone's welcome, and it really does not conflict values, conflict beliefs. It just adds to them.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for sharing your story. Do you want to say what your industry is so people can go ahead?
Yeah, our company is called Absolute Live Productions out of Burbank, California. My email would be dave.absolute@gmail.com. We love doing live streams. We've got some wonderful things coming up, and if anyone needs a live streaming service to get their word out there, we'd love to help them as well.
So why not, folks? You've heard it here. Thank you very much, Dave. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's see if this person, sir, have you experienced Braco already today? No, you haven't. Why are you here?
I don't know.
You don't know. Who brought you here?
My wife found out about it, and I'm open to see what I will experience.
Very cute little person next to you there. Well, we're just doing it. We're really just talking to people about why they're here, what they're hoping to experience, or what they have already experienced. How did you hear about Braco?
A coworker.
What did the coworker tell you?
And we looked it up on the internet, and we found out that he's a healer, and we can use some healing at so many levels.
Okay, so you've come here with the intention of let's heal, let's be healed. Many people in your life need healing, or specific?
I think we all do at so many levels,
Where are you from? Where's your accent?
I'm from Romania.
Romania. Had you, and Braco is just a name, just a healer to you. No one, so, and you don't know anybody that's ever been healed or experienced Braco.
No.
So folks, here we are, someone completely a neophyte in the whole process of it. So would you come out afterward, after you experience, and let me know what it's like for you? I'd love to talk to you later then, too.
Yeah, I think he's an answer to my prayers. We attract in our life what we need at certain points in life. So I'm at crossroads right now in my life, so I know I need him. That's why I'm here.
Okay, great. You know it.
Yeah.
You know it. Okay, thank you. Your name is, your first name?
Nita.
Nita, what is your story with Braco?
I didn't know much about Braco, except a friend told me about him, and 5 days later he was in Seattle. So that was all the information I had, was a little bit of explanation from my girlfriend. Went to see him. I found out that day that he was in Seattle, so I had like an hour to get there to the first session. I jumped out of my house and drove, and it was in person, so that was my first exposure, was seeing him in person. And I had a healing happening. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't have any preconceived notions of any kind. I have a leg that needed healing because of surgery, that was in pain because the metal had moved in my leg that was put there from a break, and I was in constant pain in my hamstring, and that what happened is a whole bunch of really hot energy, very heated feeling energy went down my leg. It got very intense, so that it felt like it was hurting. This was my intention actually before he came out on stage, was to have that healing in my leg and also my stomach. And I felt that same heated energy, but it wasn't painful in my intestines, stomach area. It lasted the whole time he was on stage. When he left the stage, it died down and just there wasn't any sensation, but I had no more pain, and it's never come back. I've had no more pain in my intestines either, and that was over a year ago because that was in Seattle. And
so, did you go to the doctor and say something's happened to this plate? Do you check it out, take an X-ray?
I don't have health insurance, so no.
Don't waste your money. If it doesn't hurt, it's good. It's just interesting to hear when it's verified, and not that it matters to be verified by a medical doctor for your personal experience, but for those of us that need to understand the healing process and walk in skepticism, we need to know. This is a change in life.
I am a massage therapist.
There we go.
Work with physical therapists, and so this was a muscle problem, so I'm pretty familiar with what goes on in kinesiology, and it made a huge difference. There is no more pulling that was happening on the hamstring after that, because the plate had moved, the hamstring was being pulled, and it wasn't happening after that. I can't give you the medical description of what was going on in my intestines, other than I think they were inflamed, and that was the pain, and I don't feel that anymore either. Yeah.
There was a healer in the previous gazing, and she said that her healing ability when she massages is increased each time she comes here to marinate. What's your experience along those lines?
Well, that has become my intention, actually. When I go online to do the gazing sessions, that's my intention, is to have that energy be more pronounced when I do massage, so that there's more healing that happens. And I feel it, and I think my clients feel it, but I haven't actually taken the time to say, now, do you feel any difference now from before, say, this time? So I'm not really sure.
But you feel the process. And you have a friend here with you. And do you have an experience with Braco, or have you ever been here with Braco before?
Well, I haven't seen Braco live, but I have seen 3 live streams and 1 direct gaze.
And any experiences that you would want to share?
Well, I felt very calm afterwards. I didn't have any expectations. I don't know if anything happened or didn't happen. I really don't care.
Really? Tell us why you don't care. That's an interesting point of view.
Because I'm open. And I don't want to care one way or the other and make a judgment about it. What I want to do is be open to whatever I can receive. And just being able to enjoy myself. I feel that for my understanding right now is that it is my intention, and Braco's, from the gazing, seems to me to be a mirror for me to open up to my own healing with inside myself, that he isn't actually giving me something, but he's providing a channel for me to open up to what I need. And I don't know in my head what I need, but I know my body and my heart and my spirit knows what it needs. So that's how I want to approach this today, is just to be open to receive the gift that he has to offer, so I can accept the gift that myself wants to give to me.
That is beautiful. And I do realize there's so many people with different spiritual beliefs or perspectives that seem to have complete freedom to hold to whatever they believe and then move forward with Braco. What are you thinking about that?
I agree. Because I've found that your intuition, or the part of you that is able to listen to what your heart's wanting to say, becomes clearer and clearer with this exposure to Braco's gift. I think that happens more and more. Now, this thing that happened that I wanted to mention is I was doing a live gazing when my mother was having a stroke, and I did not know that she was having a stroke. I had her picture pinned on my shirt during the gazing, and I did 3 of them in a row. And then I discovered later that probably